Hey there, this is Brian from Leadhounds, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can start doing today to bring in more customers to your business. Okay, so you might be asking yourself, well, Brian, why would you show us these things for free? Couldn't we just go do them ourselves and take advantage of the extra business? And the answer is yeah, you absolutely can do that. But what I've found is that most local businesses don't have the time or resources to worry about perfecting their website or thinking about where they show up on Google searches. So if you do have time, that's great. I encourage you to use what you learn in this video. But if you don't and you like what you see, just give me a call or shoot me an email after you're done watching and we can talk about next steps. Okay, so I mentioned those 3 strategies, but what are we actually talking about here? What is the goal of those strategies? And that's going to center around what's called buyer intent keywords. So that is basically a word or a phrase that someone's going to search on Google when they want to pay for a service. So in the case of Sunstar Solutions, that might be something like solar panels Dallas. So I went ahead and searched that in Google, and we can take a look at what comes up. So we have paid ads up top here. And then we have this map pack. Finally, the organic listings. And that is the websites that show up without having to pay Google to pop up at the top. And these are going to be what gets most of the clicks, like the website traffic from these searches. So if you look here, we have some of the Dallas-Fort Worth area competitors, Sunrun, DFW, Solar Electric. And if we scroll down, we can look for Sunstar. But, we're on to the second or third page here, and I haven't found Sunstar yet, right? So what that means is that all the people searching for solar panels Dallas and related keywords, they're going to be clicking these top 2 or 3 links, and none of them are going to be going to your website. So you might ask, well, how many people are actually looking for this stuff? And we can take a look at this tool I use called Ahrefs. And that shows us, here's that keyword right here, solar panels Dallas. And this shows us that it gets 1,100 searches every single month. And if you look down this list, you got another 800 right here, another 500 for Dallas solar panels. Right? So this is literally thousands of people each month that are looking for the service that Sunstar provides. But if you're not showing up at the top of those search results, they're not going to find your website. So let's see if you do show up for any keywords. And it looks like you come up on Google for 11. So we can take a look at those. So here you can see most of these that you show up for are Sunstar, right? So what that means is that people searching for this, they probably already know about you. So that's good. You want to show up for those. But these aren't going to get you any new customers, right? People who search for Sunstar already know about you. So you want to be showing up for those things like solar panels Dallas, where people are looking for a service and they don't know about any of the businesses in their area. And we can take a look at one of your competitors. I chose to look up DFW Solar Electric. We can check out their keywords. So you see, DFW shows up for all of these buyer intent keywords, solar panel Dallas, solar panels Dallas. Each of those has hundreds of searches every month. I mean, look at this, 700 for all of these. And they're in the top 5 spots. And like right here, we can see they're in the 4th position. But actually, if we look at the search results, so that counts that map section, and then this is like a FAQ as number 1 and 2. So they're really in the 2nd spot. And if they're in the top 2 spots for all of these, that means they're going to be getting a ton of people visiting their website. So how can Sunstar beat out DFW for those top spots on these keywords? And that's going to come back to those 3 strategies I mentioned at the start of the video. And the first of those is going to be the content on your website. And what I mean by that is that Google wants to see about 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on the homepage from its top businesses. And that content should have those keywords that you want to target. So that way Google knows that you're relevant to what people are searching for. So if we look at sunstarsolutions.us, we can scroll down. Your website looks really professional. I can tell you guys got pros to do this. But there's not too much content on here. You might have like 500 words, which is a great start. And let's take a look at your competitor, DFW. So we'll scroll down for them as well. And they probably only have a couple hundred words too. So that's actually a good thing. That just means that just by adding the bare minimum that Google wants to see, that 1,500 to 2,000 words, you're going to be able to beat out DFW in the content department. So let's move on to that second strategy, which is going to be what's called backlinks. A backlink is when another website posts a link that goes to your website. So what that does is tells Google that you are, one, a credible business, people know about you, right? And two, that you're relevant to what those linking websites are talking about. So we can see for Sunstar Solutions, you have 2 backlinks, right? So then if we check out your competitor, DFW, they have 105 backlinks. So that might help explain why they're beating you out in those search results. Now what we can do is we can look at their backlinks and we can go through every single one of these that they have and that you don't have, and we can add a backlink on this website. And that way we match all the resources they're putting into this. And on top of that, we can go ahead and add 100 more backlinks from a network of sites that we have access to that are going to be, extra strong powered backlinks, right? They're literally built to link to your website. And that's just going to help you blow these guys out of the water, right? They're not going to stand a chance if we do that. All right, so one more thing I want to talk about is that Google Map Pack that we saw earlier. Now, I'm sure you've seen this before. It comes up in the search results. You see this little map here, and then 3 featured businesses. So it's going to be really important to get into these 3 featured businesses because these links right here actually get about 30 to 40% of the clicks from searches like this. So how can you do that? How can you get in these top 3? And one strategy we like to use is what's called citations. And those are pretty much like a backlink, except instead of going to your website, they go to your Google business page. It's websites like Yelp, Yellow Pages, things like that, but we can get you hundreds of them, right, to make sure you're beating out these guys. And then on top of that, we can optimize your images on your Google Maps profile, optimize all the different fields that Google lets you fill out so that they see you as one of the top businesses in the area, and they'll put you right up top when people search for solar panels. All right, guys, so those are the 3 things I wanted to mention. Again, just to remind you, that's the content on your website, 1,500 to 2,000 words using those keywords you want to target. Then it's going to be those backlinks, right? We want to match your competitor, and then we want to go ahead and add 100 more on top of that so we can just blow them out. And then finally, we want to get you in the top 3 spots in that Google Map Pack so you can take advantage of that extra website traffic. All right, thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys got some value out of it. If you did, just give me a call or shoot me an email and we can talk about next steps. All right, guys, thanks. Bye.